Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Since it's winter season and we're all spending a lot of time indoors, I thought I would challenge myself and bake my own very first sourdough bread. There are 10 steps to this bread making process and you will mostly need time and patience. Step 1. The one where all the ingredients are measured. Since I don't own a precision scale, I had to eyeball 0.8 grams of dry yeast. I then measured 800 grams of wet flour and 200 grams of rye flour. I had them in 2 separate bowls because I didn't know how the recipe would go, but you can absolutely mix them directly. Next, I measured 60 grams of sourdough starter. We also need 30 grams of salt and 650 milliliters of lukewarm water. It's important that it's lukewarm, not cold and not hot water. And there we go, all the ingredients. Step 2. The one where the sourdough is mixed with the water. I just put the sourdough starter into the lukewarm water until it was well combined. Step 3. The one with the kitchen machine. Now we move on to step 3, where we need a kitchen machine with a kneading function. You can mix it by hand, it's just slightly easier with the kitchen machine. I added some of the flour to the sourdough water mixture and gradually incorporated the rest. I mixed everything together, but I added the salt a little bit later. Step 4. The one where the dough takes a break. Part 1. I transferred the dough into a bowl, kneaded it briefly one last time, which is optional, and then left it to rest at room temperature for 2.5 hours, covered with a slightly damp cloth. According to the recipe, you're supposed to stretch and fold the dough every hour. To be honest, I forgot that, so I only did that once after almost 2 hours, but it was still fine. Step 5. The one where the dough takes a break in the fridge. The dough will rest in the fridge for 12 hours, so ideally you would do that overnight. Step 6. The one where the dough takes shape. After 12 hours, the dough should be shaped into a ball. As you can see, the dough was still a bit sticky, but I managed to form it into a rough ball shape. When shaping the dough, the gas inside should ideally stay in, so try not to press it out too much. Step 7. The one where the dough takes another break. Part 3. This step requires something like a proofing basket. Since I don't have one, I used a large sieve lined with a kitchen cloth that I dusted in flour. I added a little bit of flour to reduce stickiness, but not too much, as that can cause cracks in the dough. If that happens, just add a tiny bit of water, for example by kneading it with slightly wet hands. Now the dough rests at room temperature for 3 hours. After about 2.5 hours, you can preheat the oven to 250 degrees Celsius. Step 8. The one where the bread goes into the oven. I used a cast iron pan as a kind of Dutch oven, but you can also bake the bread in a steam oven, on a pizza stone, or in an oven-proof dish. Check the recipe in the description for more information. Once the bread is in the oven and the lid is on, reduce the temperature of the oven to 230 degrees Celsius and bake it for 10 minutes. Then, after 10 minutes, reduce the temperature to 210 degrees Celsius for another 40 minutes. After that, remove the lid and bake the bread for another 10 minutes at 210 degrees Celsius. Step 9. The one where the bread comes out. Once the bread is done, you can sprinkle a little bit of water on it for a better crust. Then leave it in the switched off, slightly open oven for about 1 hour. Step 10. The one where the bread is finally eaten. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video. Bye!